Hey, how's it going again tonight, everybody? Topic of tonight's video is an inspection. I received a text message from the realtor today, and she told me that the inspection could be as cheap as $150. Actually, she gave me the name and the number of an organization around here where there's a gentleman that actually just goes and inspects apartments, and she told me a full inspection for a home can start at $350 and go up to $500 very easily, but they said that the apartment inspections started at about $150 and they go up to about $350. So I actually chose to opt for the one that was in between, where the guy would do the walkthrough only at $150 and he would do like an abbreviated home inspection / apartment inspection for this condo unit that I'm looking at. So really, as luck would have it, they have an opening next Monday, which is Columbus Day, and since I work for a bank, I don't have to go to work that day because it's a federal holiday for me. So that's really neat, and I'm going to be able to go there in about 9 o'clock next Monday and get the inspection, which is great because I don't have to I don't have to take any time out of work to go do that, which is great, and I don't have to schedule around something else. So again, really cool. Really looking forward to that, and it was about $269 plus tax. So I was expecting the inspection to be about $300 for just the unit itself. Or let me rephrase that. I was really hoping that the inspection was going to be $300. I'm just trying to build some things into my budget, and just again, speaking of budget, I was thinking about going out and getting a TV tonight. The 43-inch Fire Stick TV sounded really cool until I got to Best Buy and I saw these other TVs that were out there, these 55-inch 4K televisions that were out, and just all the stuff that was built in, and like the ability to add mounted speakers and put in like sub bars, and yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff there. I may still end up going with like a 43-inch TV, but as I realized for how big that main room is, 43-inch television might look kind of small in there, and you're probably thinking like, oh, that seems kind of foolish. Don't you think, kid, you know, pushing it, just trying to go for like a 50+ inch TV, but have the money for it, and there's really no reason not to. I have the money for it, and it's not going to break the bank for me to spend a few $100s extra on a TV. Maybe one of the pieces of furniture I get is just going to fall apart easier. Who knows? It's really not too important, but it's just really cool that, like, so now I'm getting a better idea of what the cost of the television is going to be that I like, and now that I have the inspection taken care of, I figured there was like 3 things I still needed to do, and the first one is the inspection, the second one is the application with the application fee paid, and I already have the application filled out. I just need to go through the process of giving it to the realtor and getting some of the information from the seller on it. So once that application fee is paid and the application is submitted, then they can consider if they're going to let me live there. Again, that's number 2. And then number 3 is just going to be working with the woman for Tioga State Bank. And it looks to me like with the inspection being out of the way next Monday and being able to get her, I would say, the application fee fairly soon. She seems like she's really on top of that. By early middle of next week, 2 of those 3 could be knocked out. And then I just was told that the woman at the bank is probably going to reach out and talk to me, and we're just going to get together, go through the mortgage application process officially. The pre-approval was just like, you can bid on a certain property up to this amount, but now we're going to go into the nitty-gritty and sit across from the banker and ask a ton of questions. So I'm used to stuff like this since I work at a bank already. This is really cool that like stuff is happening like this. I mean, I was aware that these were the 3 steps that I would need to get into my place. And before, it was just a lot of talking. It was just, I'm going to have to do an inspection if I put a bid in. Now that the bid was actually accepted this weekend and I'm going through the motions, it's one thing to talk about it, and it's another thing to be like, wow, I'm actually one step closer with the inspection getting out of the way soon, that I'm almost there. If November 14th really is the date that they're going to be setting for the closing, which they did on the contract that I read through again today, then that's only 6 weeks away, and the inspection only being 1 week away and the bank already getting in touch with me, or I hope they get in touch with me soon. They at least acknowledged the sales contract, so the fact that they already have the sales contract and the inspection is already scheduled for next week, maybe November 14th is going out a little bit further than it should. So maybe it could be the first week in November or the middle of the second week. So maybe I could get in there a few days early. And again, that's what this going out and looking at this TV is for, just trying to get a few pieces of furniture. I really want to get 5 things. I want to get television stand, coffee table, a chair for the porch, and the last thing was couch. Now, for myself, the couch is going to be the last thing that I get, and I'm probably going to wait until I actually move in and get the couch delivered. But the other 4 things, I'm kind of scoping it out, and I want to see what I can get, and I'm probably going to end up buying those before I move in, just so I have everything else that I need. I thought in addition to that, if I still have some room left in my budget, maybe I'll get like a nice computer like stand. Before, like right now, I just have like a really basic, like I wouldn't even call it a desk. I'd say it's more of just like a computer stand. There's really not much to it. I think it's like maybe like 2.5 feet by 1.5 feet, and it pretty much just holds your keyboard, holds your computer monitor, and it just, you can put your feet on it. It was $60 at Office Depot, and I bought it like 5 years ago, and it holds the computer up. There's not much else to say about it. So maybe a new computer table / computer desk, and probably a bed frame, because I've gone without a bed frame for a long time. Probably make the argument again that I don't really need the bed frame if I've already gone this long without it, and that's okay. But again, I may get to that point and just say, yeah, I don't really need a bed frame. But everything else, those 6 things I already listed, those are things that I really want. Computer desk being more of a want than a need. Either way, I think things are moving along nicely, and I hope I have a little bit more to share with you tomorrow. Maybe I'll get the application to her. Maybe I'll get some more news from the woman at Tioga State Bank. And again, I would expect the videos in the next couple days just to be talking about how much closer we are to sealing the deal and reaching the closing date. So, like I said, I'm going to certainly keep you going on what's going on with this, and I hope you can tell that I'm feeling pretty happy and pretty optimistic. And as I've said in the prior videos, there hadn't been a lot to be happy about in the last year, but I have been feeling pretty good throughout the day as over the last couple weeks now that this is coming together. So that's been pretty cool to feel like this again.